Hey, what's up guys? Brownie here coming to you with some more AFKJourney, and I hope you guys are excited for the new season. We only have one day left and it's here. So yeah, I'm really excited for it. I've actually been taking a bit of a break from the game for the last week or so, mainly to avoid burnout because we're gonna get a lot of new information at the start of the season with like the new game modes, new heroes, new charms, new seasonal skills, and I know some of the information's already out there, and I have access to the Pioneer server myself. I just don't have room on my phone to do another game client, so I haven't really been able to mess with it. But you know, there's videos out and all that kind of stuff. However, all those things are subject to change when it comes to the global servers, and I don't like to put a lot of weight into my opinions on how it is now on the Pioneer server because I want to see how it's going to be on the real servers. But anyway, yeah, I've just been trying to avoid burnout and all that kind of stuff. So today's video, what I wanted to do was actually talk about something that has sort of come from the Pioneer server. Now, people were running teams like this before the Pioneer server came out. However, I feel like the Pioneer server has given people the ability to test a lot of different teams in PvP arena that they normally wouldn't test on the real servers because, it doesn't matter if they win or lose. It doesn't matter if they tank their score. Pretty much everyone is the same power level, and people have been able to discover new teams, and it's been shifting the meta around. People are using different maps now. They're using a lot of different things other than Aaron teams. And this is why I say friendsless battles is so important, because it gives us the ability to, test teams and heroes without penalizing ourselves or, tanking our scores and all that stuff. And not only that, we need more than 10 attempts to actually test certain things out, because sometimes teams will work for a couple matches in a row, and then all of a sudden they lose like 7 in a row. But if you only have so many attempts each day to test teams, it's hard to figure out if a team is actually as good as it looks or is performing for those first couple attempts. So anyway, one of the teams that people are running on the Pioneer server, and Atraxi, he is a guildmate of mine. He also streams and has YouTube videos. You should check him out if you get a chance. He brought over this team from the Pioneer server, and it's a map 4 PHRAESTO team. So we don't actually have Atraxi up for us to battle against, but we do have Toxinus up here, and she is running the same team that Atraxi is running. So if we take a look at it, it's Scarlita, Damien, Lily May, Rainier, and PHRAESTO. So there's 3 Celestial units here, and it's a decently expensive team to run. But I feel like as the game's getting older, people are gonna have more and more of the Celestial units available to them to run. Plus, if you are at top tier PvP arena, like you're in top 20, you probably have at least 2, maybe 3 Celestial units that are decently leveled up. Because a lot of it depends on your own server. You might be able to get to top 20 free to play on some servers. There's just a lot of different elements or variables that can come into this, but I'd say on average you probably do have the Celestial units you may need for running a map 4 team. Anyway, if we hop in here, we can take a look at my team that I'm using to counter it. And my team consists of 2 Celestial units, so it is a little bit less harder to get than the other version, like the one that we're fighting against. But it is still 2 Celestial units. However, you could probably swap out PHRAESTO on my team for Thorin. That would probably work as well too. If you were going to do that, I would put the Thorin in the spot where the Illusion PHRAESTO is, so right in front of Lily May. That'll give her a little bit more defense and damage reduction, just so she can survive long enough to do what she needs to do. So you might be looking at my team thinking like, it's kind of a goofy team. You got Smokey in there, Leica, Diana, Lily May. It's it's not the it's not the coolest looking team, I'd say, but it works. It works really, really well. So I'm gonna talk about the units and why they're in here, and then we're gonna take a look at some fights. I might have to, record them and then put them into the editing thing so I can pause it and talk about what's going on and point certain things out. But we'll take a look at some just regular fights play out too. So anyway, let's talk about the units and why they're in here. Now, we've got my own PHRAESTO in here, and that's mainly because I want the buffs that they provide, the heroes that are slotted behind them. So the damage reduction from the illusion and the energy bonus from the real PHRAESTO. And this helps because Dino is usually one of the heroes that does his active first, and if that's the case, the enemy Lily May is going to block that first Dino active. So you don't want that to happen, and if you can, you want to have a hero that can possibly build their own energy up faster than Dino and get their active off, so they're the one that gets blocked. And the regular PHRAESTO, the contract, does that for us by providing Leica with enough, energy regen or whatever it is, energy on hit, to, give her a faster active than Dino. Now, excuse me, I'm losing my voice a little. The next hero I wanted to mention is Lily May, and she is going to be behind the illusion PHRAESTO so that she can have some extra damage reduction, which is to help counter the buff that is given, or the debuff that's put on her from the Rainier. And she won't actually get swapped by Rainier because she can't be swapped by Rainier. She is untargetable at the start of the fight. So both of these Lily Mays are not going to get swapped with each other, and they're just going to do their rainstorm dance or whatever it is and come back to their original spot and then start attacking again. And one of the cool things about Lily May on this team is you might be wondering, like, whose active is she going to block? That's important. And actually, Rainier's active can be very detrimental to my team if he takes out the right hero. So having Lily May there to possibly block his active is very, very clutch, and it works quite well sometimes. The other thing about Lily May is she can pop off with damage. So if she survives, she can just, keep that damage coming in, and sometimes she can solo teams. So she's always like that wild card for a huge damage dealer, and she also just brings a lot of utility to the fight. So for those reasons, that's why I chose Lily May. Now, the meat of the team here, Leica, Smokey, and Diana, they are why the team works, basically. So Leica is providing a nectar stack for Diana right away at the start of the fight. He's also getting a nectar stack from Enlightenment spell, and that happens pretty much at the start of the fight too. And then also Smokey is the other hero that provides a nectar stack for Diana the fastest. And that's the key word there, the fastest. So having Dino get his mythic skill to go off before anything else, like any other enemy Dino. Now, I'm not against a Dino here, but if I were, my mythic skill would go off before his, and that would potentially give me the ability to take out the enemy Dino, or the enemy Lily May in this case is pretty much the focus of this fight. And what my goal is to have my mythic skill from Dino go off basically about 3 to 5 seconds into the fight. It's going to do a ton of damage to Lily May. Hopefully my own Lily May and Dino can then throw spears or do whatever to kill and finish off the enemy Lily May. And then all I have to do really is worry about the Scarlita coming down. And, I'll take out the PHRAESTO and the Damien Cart and the Rainier in no time. They don't do tons of damage themselves innately. This enemy team really is relying all on Lily May and then Scarlita to finish up, and if you can kill that Lily May, you're going to put a wrench in the works. So yeah, that's how I am running this team, and I guess we can just do a fight here and see how it plays out. And then we'll take a look at some replays where I can pause it and all that kind of stuff. So let's go ahead and start this battle and see if we get another win. It has been 100% win rate so far, but you know, things can change. Yeah. So the Lily Mays do their thing at the start. We're going to get our Dino active or mythic skill right there, do a lot of damage to that Lily May. We just finished her off with the Dino spear from his normal attacks, and now we just need to wait for our Dino to get his active, and he'll be able to finish off this team pretty much. Also, Lily May is going to be doing some kills and whatnot here too. But Scarlita comes down early, and we finish her off, get the win. And yeah, so that's one way to deal with some of these PHRAESTO teams that people are running. They are a bit challenging. It can take a little bit to figure out a team. However, I did figure out this team really quickly. It only took me like 3 attempts to figure out how to beat this. So I was pleased about that. I didn't have to tank too much of my rating. So yeah. That is the team and that I've been using, at least. So we're going to go ahead and play some replays, and then I'll pause it and, you know, point out things that are going on and all that kind of stuff. So give me a sec here and I will be right back. Alright, so we have some fights we can take a look at. Our first one's going to be against Atraxi, and this is the same team that Toxie was running, and he just has, I think, a bit more P3 and P4 heroes than she does, so a little bit stronger, but we do quite well against this team. I think we'll just watch this one the whole way through. There's our mythic skill from our Dino. The enemy Lily May is going to get her active off, and she ends up blocking the Smokey, which is good for us because that, you know, allows our own Dino to get his active off. We ended up killing the enemy Lily May with our Dino normal attacks. We get to our Dino active, and that's pretty much going to seal the deal and get us the win against this team. Now the enemy Scarlita comes down just a tad early, gets an active off, kills some of my team, but she can't handle the Dino active. Plus PHRAESTO is still in there, so we were in a pretty good spot. Now, we're going to go ahead and take a look at this next fight here, and this one is against Toxie, and we are going to do some pausing here. So, pause it right here real quick, because Dino, as you can see, is drinking his last nectar stack, which is 3 stacks, and that's going to give him what he needs to do his mythic skill. And we're at 87 seconds. Now at 85 seconds, so pause it here again, you'll see that his spear is pointing up towards the sky, and that means he's about to do his mythic skill, and this is going to do a ton of damage to the whole enemy team. But focus on the Lily May right here in the middle, because she is about to take a ton of damage. So right there's the skill going off, and boom, almost her whole health bar. She has a sliver of health left, and as you can see, the other heroes, they're taking some decent damage, just not nearly as much. And then we finish off the enemy Lily May with our Dino normal attack. We get our Lily May to block the enemy PHRAESTO active. I would have rather liked her to block the Rainier active, but it's not really going to matter that much anymore because we did kill the enemy Lily May, and the Rainier's going to die relatively easy with just the normal attacks from Dino and then also from Lily May. So we go ahead and get the kills on for PHRAESTOs, and then here comes the Dino active, which is going to finish off the Rainier and anybody else that's left. The enemy Scarlita has just come down, and that's why we paused it, because 76 seconds in, she's coming down very early, so she's not going to be fully buffed at all, and if she does get an active off, my team is going to be relatively safe. I'm not really in any danger of getting knocked off the battlefield, and as you can see, she can't handle the damage. She's solo right now, so yeah, we get the win. Alright, so yeah, that's I think about it for that one. I think we're going to take a look at one more here, and yeah, this one is against Atraxi again, so let's go ahead and see what happens. So again, we get our active skill or our mythic skill from Dino at 85 seconds in, which is extremely, extremely fast. And then right here at the 80-second mark, the enemy Lily May is actually blocking the Smokies active on my team. And that's another reason why I have Smokey on my team, because he is acting as bait for the enemy Lily May to block his active, and also Leica's doing the same thing. That's why I have her behind the PHRAESTO that provides her extra energy. And yeah, so they block the active. We pause it here again quick because as you can see, we get the kill on the enemy Lily May with our Dino normal attack, and that allows us to basically just win the fight, because now we get to our Dino active. The Scarlett is going to come down here, and we're going to get the wins that we need, or the kills that we need. So yeah, everything seems to work out great with this team versus this Scarlett, PHRAESTO, Lily May team that people seem to be really, really enjoying. So I think that's going to be it for today's video. I actually had a lot of fun figuring out how to beat this team, so I am really excited for the new season and the possibilities of the new PvP teams that might be coming into the meta. So anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this one. Please like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one.